The fourth day of the week kicked off with an exciting buzz in the classroom, a kind of energy that just felt different from every other day. The students already knew what was coming. Today was the Science Discovery Show. This was a special learning event where each group would get to perform small demonstrations, observe cool experiments, and learn new concepts through hands-on exploration. You could practically feel the curiosity in the air. Oliver, Sophie, and Max walked in together, just like they always did. But today they looked like a mix of nervous, excited, and super eager. Max stretched his arms like he was getting ready for a big game. Science show. Explosions. Smoke. Boom, he declared. Sophie immediately grabbed his arm. Max, nothing is going to explode. Oliver let out a soft laugh. At least I hope not. The classroom was arranged differently. Tables were set up with small trays filled with colorful liquids, magnets, toy cars, ramps, wires, bulbs, balloons, and all sorts of other simple experiment materials. Their teacher stood at the front of the class with a warm smile and said, "Today is all about discovery. You will explore, test your ideas, make mistakes, fix them, and learn. Mistakes are not problems today, they will be your tools." Oliver felt a sense of relief wash over him. Sophie straightened her notebook, ready to go. Max whispered loudly, "I love mistakes." The students were divided into groups, and naturally, Oliver, Sophie, and Max stuck together. Their first activity involved magnets. Each group had a tray filled with magnets of different shapes and sizes, along with objects like paper clips, coins, plastic buttons, and wooden sticks. The task was simple: test which objects were attracted to magnets. Max immediately grabbed the biggest magnet and started waving it around like a magic wand. "This one is super strong." Sophie quickly pulled his arm back down. "Max, we need to test things, not swing it like a sword." Oliver carefully placed a paperclip near a small magnet. It snapped right to it. "See," he said, his eyes lighting up. "It's because the paperclip is made of metal." They tested more objects. Some reacted, some didn't. Sophie took neat, careful notes of everything. Then Max tried to stick two magnets together but accidentally had them facing the wrong way, causing them to push apart. "Hey, this one is broken," he shouted. Oliver quickly explained, "No, Max, they're repelling because the same poles are facing each other, like north and north." Sophie added, "Just turn it around." Max flipped one magnet, and they snapped together with a satisfying click. "Oh," he gasped dramatically. Sophie giggled. "Science isn't magic, Max." Max shot back, "Yes, it is." The second activity involved ramps and toy cars. Each group had to test how the height of a slope affected a car's speed. Sophie gently set up the ramp while Oliver measured the angles. Max placed the toy car at the very top, ready set. Sophie cut in. "Wait, Max, let's measure properly first." But it was too late. Max released the car anyway. It flew down the ramp and slammed into Oliver's notebook. Max cheered. Oliver sighed. Sophie pinched the bridge of her nose. "We can't test anything if you just release the car whenever you want." Max put on his most apologetic face. "Sorry, it slipped, I swear." Oliver just placed the car back at the top. This time they tried again. They tested a low slope, a medium slope, and then a high slope. Sophie recorded the results each time. It was clear. The higher the slope, the faster the car went. Oliver was fascinated. "So speed changes with height," he murmured, completely engrossed. Max whispered, "Science," as if he'd just discovered a hidden treasure. Next up was the most exciting activity of all, the balloon and straw rocket. Each group got a long piece of string, a balloon, some tape, and a straw. The goal was to create a balloon rocket that could travel from one end of the string to the other. Max, in his usual style, inflated the balloon with way too much air and tied it so tightly that it suddenly slipped from his hands. It shot around the room like a crazy bee, making everyone burst out laughing. Sophie glared at him. Max just gave a sheepish grin. "It escaped," Oliver suggested. "Let's tape it gently this time." So they tried again. They taped a straw to the balloon, threaded the string through the straw, and held the string taut. On the count of 3, they released the balloon. Whoosh! The balloon rocket flew beautifully across the string. Oliver and Sophie clapped. Max punched the air. "We made a rocket." They spent the next few minutes experimenting. They tried different sizes of balloons, different angles for the string, and different amounts of air to see what would change the speed and distance. Some of their rockets flew perfectly straight. Some twisted sideways. One even fell to the ground halfway. But every single mistake gave them something new to talk about and figure out how to improve. Then came the mini lamp circuit activity. The groups were given a small bulb, a battery, and 2 wires. Oliver carefully attached one wire to a battery terminal. Max attached the second wire but accidentally touched the metal ends together, causing a tiny spark that made him jump. "Ah, it bit me," he shouted. Sophie shook her head slowly. "Max, the wire didn't bite you," Oliver explained gently. "It's okay. That spark just happens when the wires touch. Don't worry." Max placed a hand dramatically on his heart. "Science is dangerous." Sophie corrected him. "Science is safe when you listen." They tried again slowly, carefully, and then, suddenly, the small bulb lit up with a warm, steady glow. Sophie's eyes widened. We did it, she exclaimed. Oliver whispered, almost in awe. The circuit is complete. Max just stared at the glowing bulb like it was the most magical thing he had ever seen. I love science, he declared. Finally, it was time for the Science Discovery Show presentations. Each group had to choose their best experiment and explain what they learned. Sophie wanted to present the magnet activity since she had perfect notes. Oliver wanted to present the ramp experiment because it was the one that made him feel really confident. And Max, he wanted the balloon rocket because it made him feel like a scientist superhero. They debated for a moment. Sophie sighed. All right, let's vote. Oliver raised his hand for the ramp. Sophie raised hers for the magnets. Max raised both of his hands for the rocket. Max, you can't vote twice, Sophie protested. Oliver laughed. Let's just choose the rocket. It was the one that got us all excited. Sophie realized he was right. Okay, but you have to talk to, she told Oliver. He hesitated for a second but then nodded. When it was their turn, Max held up the balloon rocket proudly. Sophie explained how they built it. Oliver described how the balloon pushed out air, which created thrust and made it move forward. And Max finished their presentation with a dramatic announcement. Science is awesome. The whole class laughed and clapped. Their teachers smiled warmly. Wonderful teamwork, she said. After all the presentations were done, the teacher gathered everyone together. Today you all learned something powerful, she said softly. Science is not about getting everything right on the first try. It's about trying, making mistakes, fixing them, and learning along the way. Your mistakes are just steps toward discovery. Oliver felt the truth in those words deep down. Sophie nodded with a sense of pride. Max whispered, mistakes are my new superpower. As the day ended, the trio packed their bags. Sophie smiled. We did really well today. Max agreed. We were amazing. Oliver said quietly, I liked today. Even the mistakes. Sophie placed a hand on his shoulder, especially the mistakes. Max gave a little salute, as if he were receiving an award. Tomorrow we discover more. Oliver smiled, a real, genuine smile. Yeah, tomorrow will be great. They walked out of the classroom together, the warm glow of the day still shining in their minds. They were ready for whatever the next adventure would bring. Knowing that mistakes wouldn't stop them, they would guide them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more adventures.